The sergeant tosses her cigarette onto the ground and crushes it under her shoe. With a quick kick, she flings the dead cig backward into the churning waters behind her. Her head dips as she lights a fresh stick. She inhales and gives you a nod. Nice day for a stroll. Smoke streams from her nose and her mouth. Yeah, we runners clearly don't get out enough. Sorry, I don't mean to insult you. I'm just not good at small talk. So let's get down to business. You have a name? Lung. Sergeant Maria Lung. Immediately you go right between, like, got a nice ring to it, or a little plain, don't you think? Is there a story to go along with that name? My parents gave it to me the old-fashioned way. They like traditions. Runners have a tradition of their own. They choose their street names. Mine's Handyman. That explains a lot. Lung clears her throat. That all you have to ask me? I gotta go. Back to it. Alright, that's all that we're getting there. Just thought I'd check in. That seems to be the extent of our interactions. Did I spend our points already? Yeah, 2 karma. Alright, let's start this mission then. At long last. May as well get this over with. Take me to the tiger's den. And I gotta pick my party. That's always a tough one. Except for the part where I'm pretty sure I'm bringing an orc. It's not that tough. Because every single time I'm like, well, I'm probably bringing Isabel. Because Isabel can hack, and that usually helps. I'm probably bringing Duncan because he's just really good at shooting people many times. And then it comes down to, do I want my samurai, my rigger, or my shaman? I've used all 3 of them so far. Given these ones, I think I might want to go with the shaman. The opportunity to occasionally heal people and to buff people and so on is probably not going to hurt. If it's a longer mission, the ability to restore the party would definitely help. Also, just, you know, patterns, if nothing else. Here comes the main story. The Tiger's Den. The drunken mistake flies across Kowloon Bay through grey weather and grey waters. Around you, grim faces watch the skyline ahead as Jomo steers you towards Crate's headquarters, the Tiger's Den. Q and Lam are quiet, but you can sense their anxiety. The inspectors, through a sympathetic agent, have arranged to retrieve the badges you need to bypass building security. They've assured you that if everything goes to plan, the risk is minimal. You know from experience that plans often go astray. But you also know that the reward for doing this run outweighs the risk. The incriminating data from the den's evidence room would be more than enough to bury Crate's 6 foot under her scandals. Dethroned, the crooked cop wouldn't hold a flicker of power. You'd drop her from her radar faster than her career. If you pull this off, it'll mean an end to Crate's backwards politics. You've only got one shot. Time to make it count. The wood of the dock feels comfortingly solid under your feet. Your stomach lurches anyway. The legacy of a long, bumpy ride hidden under a tarp in Jomo's speedboat. The sound of water sloshing beneath your feet isn't helping. Remind me not to do that again, seriously. Next time I'll swim if it comes to it. Captain Jomo barks out a laugh. Wouldn't recommend that, beautiful girl. Lots of sharks out there, both normal and awakened. Nastier things, too. Any one of them would have been all too happy to snap up a little thing like you. Sharks, huh? He glances at the water, his mouth curling into a frown. We'll keep that in mind. I will wait here, out with the boat. You can come back to me when your business is done here and I will take you home. He gestures at a uniformed constable in the distance. She nods slightly in response. You see her? That lady there, PC Chung, is your contact. She can get you in the building. What's her deal? Is she with the task force? Ask her yourself. Me? I just drive the boat. He waves you away with a gnarled hand. Go on, raid your police station. I will wait here with the drunken mistake and protect her from the advances of any swine who might try to impound her. He casts a longing look back at his speedboat. Don't leave us waiting too long, yeah? Jomo is possessed of many fine qualities, but patience is not one of them. Don't worry, we'll make it this as fast as we can. I say before we get arrested and go to jail for 10 years, Fable style. Which Fable? All the Fables, right? They just do one story over and over again? It's not fair. 3 was different, I guess. I guess. Hello, contact. The constable beckons you forward nervously. She's doing her best to stay calm, but you can see that she's sweating. As you approach, her gaze keeps flitting back to the station door. You're here. Right on time. Good. She brushes a strand of her hair out of her eyes. I don't think I could have waited much longer. Constable Chung. Nice to meet you. She raises a finger to her lips, shushing you. Don't use my name. In fact, just don't speak. I'm in a compromised enough position as it is. She reaches into one of her voluminous pockets and fishes out an object, a slip of plastic, slick and shiny, connected to an alligator chip. The word visitor is emblazoned on the front. Take this. You're gonna need it. Uh-huh. And this'll get me past security, I take it. It should. The integrated electronics will mark you as a friendly in the station's security system. If you tried to enter the Tiger's Den without one of those clipped to you, automated systems would sound the general alarm. Every cop in the building would converge in your location. They only issue these things at the front gate, and only after a thorough security check. Anyone who sees you will assume that you're supposed to be here. As long as you don't do anything to arouse suspicion, you should be fine. And this badge of yours, will it get us up to the second floor? Afraid not. I was able to get you the badges, but I don't work the security desk. That's where you'll need to go to get access to the elevator. I'll tell you what, though. The desk sergeant on duty, Shung, is a friend. Tell him that you need to meet with Mia in admin and go over some paperwork, and he'll upgrade your badge to clearance rating. I've seen him do it 100 times. Mia in admin. Got it. Good. And I think that's everything. There aren't many constables in the building, just enough to keep the place running and make sure that the interrogation subjects don't escape. It should be pretty dead in there. What about automated security? Drones, turrets, that sort of thing? No drones, you've got nothing to worry about there. She pauses a moment, considering. There are some turrets in the training rooms upstairs near the evidence room, but they're loaded with low-velocity rounds. They're strictly non-lethal. And besides, you shouldn't need to go anywhere near those rooms anyway. On the off chance that your cover gets blown early, you might have to shoot your way out to that evidence room. I don't much like the thought of that, but I know that it might happen. I'm gonna steer clear of the situation until you and your pirate friend have cleared out. If you do wind up going loud, I don't want to catch a stray bullet. Let's see. I don't blame you. If I could get out of this, I probably would. Yeah, well, it's a little late now, huh? She taps a code into her PDA on her wrist and you hear a buzzing sound. The door pops open. There we go. Get in there, and if you get caught, we've never met. One last question. Why are you doing this? Crate and her people. What they've done is fucked. Everybody in the station knows it, but nobody wants to make waves. When Q approached me, I saw my chance to do something. To be a good guy for a change. I figured I owed it to myself to try. She pauses, her eyes flitting away. I know, totally cornball, right? Like some cliche out of an old movie. But I guess that I'm doing it anyway. So, go ahead and take that for what you will. Now go on, do your job. Get Lam and Q what they need to bring this place down. Alrighty then. Don't want to disappoint. So current objectives. Find evidence on crate. Gain access to the second floor. We need to get access to the second floor to find the evidence in the first place, I'm sure. And the security desk is one of our leads, but we might find something else along the way. What could go wrong? We're just dooming ourselves. No big deal. Evidence bag. It would never be that easy, but it'd be hilarious. I just straight up picked that up. Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna steal everything around here. Cool. Yummy, yummy. 17 new yen. Yeah, I'll spend that somewhere for sure. I'll never spend that. I still have SARS-3 antibodies in my inventory. Green plastic scannable badge with a V printed on it. That's the visitor badge. Evidence bag. An evidence bag filled with SIM chips. The seal has been broken, indicating that it's been tampered with. Based on the paper insert, they're BTLs, and the last person to check the bag is Constable Ah Young. Crumpled note. It reads, Ah Young, I need to finish the following I need to finish the following tasks before clocking out. I'm not going to have a chance to. This is followed by a bullet pointing at a list of bureaucratic duties. Okay. Onward. Alright, who immediately spots us? Nope. Hi, camera. So that camera spots us. So if we do anything suspicious, that camera's gonna notice us, I assume? Is the point here? Desk sergeant? The desk sergeant looks up from a book of crossword puzzles, his nose wrinkling in irritation. He fumbles for an oversized hand scanner, lifts it to your chest, and sweeps a beam of laser light over the barcode on your visitor badge. What can I do for you, Mr. His gaze shifts to this screen of the PDA. He reads the name that is scanned, pulled off your badge. Mr. Weber? Good evening, Dr. Sergeant Sheng. He shakes his head brusquely. Afraid not. Shift change. Sheng's on smoke break. Yeah, you want something or what? Oh, that's a problem. That means that, that means the person that might give us access to the next floor isn't here. Wait, was Sergeant Sheng the person we just talked to? No, he said to go talk to Sergeant Sheng, right? Let's see. Got a second to answer a question? You just asked me one, didn't you? He glares at you, frowning. Look, this isn't a help desk, but if you already pulled me away from what I was doing, so go ahead and ask what you want. Okay. Actually, if you could grant me elevator access, that'd be great. His eyes narrow. Who is it that you're supposed to meet up there? I need to talk to Mia and admin to go over some paperwork. Uh-huh. And, what kind of paperwork did you need to go over with Mia? Do you need charisma or security? Oh no, those are not two of my characteristics. You can totally cheese it up and act like you're talking in code. I was told you would upgrade my badge if I dropped her name. You know, Mia, an admin. No, I'm not gonna say that. It's too dumb. You know what? Never mind. No, hang on a second. You said you were supposed to go to the top floor. He turns you to a terminal on set into the desk at his side, and you hear a rattle of keystrokes. The display is tilted away from you, and you can't see what's on the screen. Who told you that? Oh no. She can immediately wrap Chung into it. That seems really problematic. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. Let's try to play along a little bit. I didn't catch his name. He told me to meet me upstairs at the desks. Really? Okay. Let's just check the logs and see who screened you at the door. That should give us the name you're looking for. Again, a rattle of fingers on keys. It says here Zaho let you in about 15 minutes ago. That about right? No, it wasn't Zaho. I think it was an M name. I feel like if we rub Zaho and did this, we're going to be in trouble, aren't we? Because then he's just going to be like, hey, Zaho, recognize this guy? And he won't. M name? His nose wrinkles. He looks at you to the screen and back. Mock? Mui? Just say Mia and admin. Am I going to find out that no one named Mia works in an admin? Look, I honestly can't say. I've got PTSD. It's done things to my short-term memory. Tell you what, you stay right where you are, and I'll get whoever's working front desk over to clear this up. He reaches for his intercom. We'll get this figured out in no time. Oh no. You know what? Don't bother. I'll head back to the front and get this figured out myself. He's already staring at his crossword puzzle. The only response that he gives you is a non-committal grunt. Alright, well, we didn't get in trouble, but, the person we need to talk to is not here. At the desk, as the desk sergeant retreats to the other side of the desk with the puzzle, Gobbert lowers her voice to a whisper. That could have gone better. She shrugs. Still, we were able to talk to the guy, and nobody sounded any alarm bells. That was a good sign. Absolutely. Nobody's shooting at us yet, so we've still got options. I say we explore around a little. Maybe talk to a few people. With luck, we'll find another way up without going loud. Anyway, it's your call. I'll back you whatever you choose to do. Which is like his go-to statement in most cases, really, at this point. He's just a really stand-up guy. Alright, am I allowed to walk in here? It's just like real life, where I'm in a place that I don't necessarily think I'm supposed to be in, so I'm afraid to touch anything because someone's gonna freak out immediately. What are you doing in here? But the general structure of this game is walk around environments and talk to people, so let's try HKPF data analysis. The constable frowns up at the quartet of wall-mounted screens, each overflowing with spreadsheets and video feeds. The foreground of each display is dominated by a survey of warning pop-ups and Matrix-related error messages. The troll rattles off a command on her keypad. A moment later, a chiming sound rings out, and another half-dozen error messages open on each of the displays. Shaking her head, the troll turns away from the displays to face you. You lost? Something I can help you with? Let's see. I'm here to help you, actually. Terminal acting up? Yeah, but... She stares at you, hands on her hips, frowning. You don't look like one of the regular techs. We're not regular techs, we're better. Outside contractors, get it? Just stay out of her way, and we'll have your machine fixed in no time. She looks you up and down, half frown on her face. That's strange, I didn't hear anything about contractors coming in. Maybe there's a reason why they keep keeping you out of the loop. Between you and me, I'd keep my eyes open if I were you. Yeah, maybe. Her frown deepens. You do your thing, fix the terminal. I'll stay here and make sure you do a good job. It'd be quicker and easier without you hovering over me. I'm sure that it would. But I'm the one who's ultimately responsible for this terminal, and if you do something to break it, that's on me. Besides, if you do manage to fix it, I should be here to see how you did it. That way, I'll be able to take care of it myself. Alright. These options you have. Wait, no. My decking and charisma stats have to be used? Why can't I use Isabel here? Isn't that why she's here? I have a security expert and a tech person. Why can't they take care of it? Let's see. I can make things up. Oh, never mind. There's Iz. I was really worried for a second there. This one's pretty hilarious, though. Pulls apart the terminal at random. Here's the problem. You've got too many of these. We'll both supervise. My ace tech will handle this, right, Iz? The Decker's eyes narrow. Yeah, sure. I'll get right on that. What did you think was going to happen, Isabel? One of the other people here was going to do it? Isabel goes to work, burying herself in the guts of the terminal. 10 minutes later, she emerges with an assortment of pulled parts in her hands and a disgusted look on her face. I don't know who built the system for you, but they didn't have a damned clue what they were doing. She waves the fistful of components under the troll's nose. This RAM is technically incompatible with your motherboard. Your serial ports are all running on a protocol that went obsolete 5 years ago, and 3 of the 5 fans on your video card have stopped spinning. Huh. That would explain a few things, I guess. You think? Anyway, I pulled the offending parts. You should have enough onboard memory to hobble along for a while. You're gonna have to use your motherboard's shitty integrated graphics, but you can get on the Matrix and you shouldn't have to worry about the hard crashes. Ah, huh. Okay, so, did that fix it? Mostly. I still have to fix your software issues, judging by the error pop-ups. I'm gonna guess malware, but I'll need to run a diagnostic to be sure. Go grab yourself a soy cup. I'm gonna be here for a while. Okay, will do. Yay! Just had to sound like an expert and they wander off. She turns to go, glances back at Isabel. Thanks for doing this. I've been trying to isolate the problem for a week, but I'm no computer tech. That's supposed to be someone else's job. Not a problem. And don't worry about your terminal, it's in good hands. Yay! Get out of here. We did it! With Isabel's magical nonsense. I don't know how she's able to reach half the stuff here, though, because she's so tiny. Maybe I was holding her up. Yay, Isabel, hack into the system. Maybe you can give us... If she hacks into here, she can probably give us a, advanced clearance, right? One potential. If nothing else, maybe she can disable the cameras. Alright, we brought her for a reason, right? Please don't spot me, bad guys. Oh no. Damn it. I definitely would I still stand by the idea that I would definitely be better at playing these parts if I could use joysticks. clicking on your destination over and over again is slightly awkward when you're trying not to get caught. Let's see. Erosion does 100 damage. Well, that's not good. Okay, let's try summoning an assassin bot then. Because I'm about to run out of AP anyway. Maybe the assassin's cooldown attack can do enough damage. Oh, come on, man. Really? What are the chances of that? Well, that's a bummer. Oh, no. Here comes another one. Just gonna get spotted again. Get away! Ah! Now get back in there. No! Alright, they don't make that easy. Anything else around here to check out? Oh, there was that thing back there. I should really get back to that so I don't have to come here again. Get back here. No, 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 no! I was misjudging what direction things were gonna go in for a minute there. We're good. Blocker IC. Difficulty 8. Alright. Let's get in there. Alright, here we go. W. Oh, 2 W's. WW? Line at the end, this one. Got it. It's usually so fast. I messed up last episode though, didn't I? Or last mission. This data node contains file records of internal communications between station's data analysis and matrix security departments. A recent chat exchange flagged urgent jumps out at you. Alright. Internal Communications Archive. Hey, could you hook me up with the Matrix-based access to the infirmary and the armory? I'm sick of using biometric locks. It takes forever. Mui, Vincent. We heard about them. You know the regs, Mui. Use the biometrics for a reason. Oh, come on. Everybody knows that the Matrix security guys bypass the biometrics all the time. Hell, I watched Shu go waltzing into the infirmary with a wave of her PDA. No retinal scan, no thumb on the radar, nothing. So what's it gonna hurt for one guy from data analysis to do the same? You know me, I'm at least as trustworthy as Shu. Security clearance or no? I'll let you drive my 45776 Ti. Deal! The codes are attached to this chat. That's what I love about you, Ma. You can always be counted on to listen to reason. Save it. I'm going to do indecent things to that beautiful ride of yours when we get it out on the track. Oh, and Mew? For the love of all that is holy, delete this chat log. Nobody can know that I did this for you. The chat log comes to an end. It's a simple matter to pull all the attached matrix access codes and tell them to your PDA. We have access codes, and he totally did not delete this message. This message, in fact, did not self-destruct, as it turns out. Careful, he's gonna come down here next. First floor cameras. That's where we want to go. We're definitely gonna want to disable those. Hello? Oh, immediate combat, huh? Okay. Well, might as well just get proactive about this part. Onward! Alright, there's at least 3 attacking me now. Slight bummer. 54, 64, 63, alright. Damn. Having bad luck today. Let's get to cover a little bit, but also just get closer for this attack. 71. There we go. There's contact. Let's see. Get a little bit of cover here. And then just blast him away. Nope. This is a turn of missed attacks. Somewhat concerning we're fighting in the middle of a stealth area, too. Oh, rude. Come on. I will say, I mean, I'm not psyched about most parts of the Matrix, honestly, but the combat itself is also, I think that's particularly kind of tedious at this point. Come on. You gotta be able to hit him at least once, right? There we go. I think the combat's kind of tedious at this point. Because you just kind of do one fight over and over again every single time you get to the Matrix. There's not really any variety to be had. So it's kind of a bummer whenever it comes up again. See, erosion, 63% chance. There we go. 25 per round. Tar Blaster. 77, 72. Yep, 77, come on. There we go. It's a decent start. Let's go wail on some dudes. There we go, that person's dead at the start of the next turn. Let's get lucky. That's kind of how luck works, sure. Alright, one last kill, huh? Let's just try getting closer. That's not... Alright, still not a great hit chance, huh? Here, I'm right in front of him, come on. There we go. Alright, let's break line of sight of this camera. Yep, there he is. I knew what you were doing. Alright, one of these again. Let's get in. There we go. Onward, line. W. MW line. M line W, I mean. M line W, is that the only one? It is. That was easy. There we go. Out of my way, dumb wall. First floor camera's hacked. Ooh, communications hub. Let's get in there. Difficulty 9, you say? Alright, yeah. Circles, circles, a lot of circles actually. Okay, is it this? It is this one. It's the only one I was looking at. Got it. Communications hub. Should be the last thing. This node controls the flow of communications between the different levels of Tiger's Den. Severing the connection is as simple as flipping a few switches. Digging deeper, you find old security subroutines buried inside the node. You could use these to upgrade your clearance rating in the station security system if you want to. Awesome. Upgrade it. Upgrade the security rating of your visitor badge to grant elevator access. Ta-da! That was easy enough. So we got some dirt that gives us some passwords. We hacked the cameras on the first floor. We severed communication between the multiple floors, making it so that if we get caught, it'll be hard for them to call for help. So probably less enemy reinforcements if we fight. And fighting seems inevitable in all these missions at some point. And we've upgraded our security, so this was a very effective room. It's like the first room I walked into, which is what makes it kind of a surprise. And that's not how you eject at all. There it is. That was some shockingly effective, that was a shockingly effective decking session right there. Alright. So now we have access to the second floor. So we should be able to just take that elevator when I want to. Should I keep exploring? I assume that all these other rooms are basically... I should probably save real quick since I just succeeded at that. Before something else goes wrong. There we go. Let's take a little look around. Is that the second floor? That's the card reader for the elevator. What's over here? I assume everything around here is just more alternate ways we could, This shelf sags under the weight of the assorted papers, folders, and trinkets that have been stacked at the top of it. Search. You sit around rummaging through the shelf's contents, lifting mountains of paperwork, flipping through file folders, repositioning rewards and plastic collectibles. Tucked away in one of the folders, you find an old cred stick. It looks well worn, a thing that's seen a lot of use. Keep searching. Try as you might, you don't see anything else of use. Alright, 71 creds. Nuyen. Yeah, I figured this... there needs to be a way in, no matter what your party is. So like one way in was to have the right charisma check to be able to do the front counter. Another way in was to have a decker in your party, which is what I did. It's what I often do. It just seems like such a reliable solution. But this whole place is probably covered in other things. Camera 1 first floor, camera 2 first floor. Yeah, they have green icons, which seems to indicate that they're on my team right now. I think I did all the ones on the floor, not just the first one, right? What's over here? It only takes you a moment to size up what's happening in this room. A bound suspect handcuffed to a chair, doubled over and leaning forward. A red-faced, sweating HKPF constable standing over him, his hands bunched into fists. I don't know who you are, but you better close that fucking door. The constable slams his fist into the bound man's stomach. Shut it now! The suspect's voice comes out in a ragged gasp. He's fighting for air. Help me! I haven't been charged with anything. He's just beating... The constable's fist pistons out again, this time connecting with the bound man's side. You hear the gunshot crack of snapping ribs. Shut the damn door! Approach the constable. Hold up, let's talk this over. His jaw clenches and he turns to face you, all trembling fury, his lips curled, his lip curls. You step back out that door right now, or I'll get you a chair of your own. You hear me, punk? Back off. Back away. Sorry, man, you're on your own. As soon as he stepped away, the constable punches a button on his desk terminal. The door slides shut with a click. Jesus Christ. This place is a clusterfuck, but hey, we're here to bring it down. Let's not endanger that. Because they do stuff like that every single day, I'm sure. Oh, yep, here's where it would help to have your robot friend. Crochet. Yep. The vent connects to the building's interior ductwork. It looks like large enough to accommodate a standard security drone. We're good to go, I think. Alright, at this point, I have my key. I have my code, or I have my key pass. Ready to go to the next floor. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop it here so that the next floor can be its own episode, as opposed to cutting it off midway through that. So thanks for watching like always, guys, and I'll see you next time as we proceed through the big mission to finally get the dirt on this lady. See you next time.